Human rights activist Reverend P.B. Embassymoit of Meghalaya has informed that there is an emergence of authoritarianism in the world, which he is strongly against it. Speaking to the media on the occasion of Human Rights Day today, Reverend Embassymoit said that as a champion of democracy, he would like to see that the people in power should also respect the opinions of others, which they may be contrary to the perception of the authorities. He also said, as a liberal person, he does not like the patriarchal system, which favors male dominance over women in the society. Reverend Embassymoit said that as a humanist, he would like to see gender equality in the society. Referring to India, he cited an example of a Catholic priest who was booked under the National Security Act, in which even the bare basic needs were denied to him. Turning his attention to Meghalaya, Reverend Embassymoit termed the non-payment of salaries to the employees of Maumlo Chera Cement Limited by the state government as a violation of human rights. The MCCL employees have not received their salaries for the last 8 months and are threatening to go for a hunger strike. In this regard, Reverend Embassymoit said, the MCCL have the right to work and also to get their salary. Talking to the media, Reverend Embassymoit gave an extensive explanation relating to human rights operating at the international, regional and local levels.
Colors. So, in other words, we are all equal. When we talk about the right to equality, there is no human that is different or is inferior to another human. All are equal. As Albert Schweitzer had said also, all men are brothers. So that is the basic in that of the conception of that. So then in 1966, there were two covenants that were passed by the UN. They are the International Covenant on the Civil and Political Rights, or we call it ICCPR, and then the International Covenant on the Economic and Cultural Rights. And these two, together with the UDHR, combine the International Bill of Rights. And since 1976, because they've been ratified by the minimum number of countries, members of the UN, so since 1976, this International Bill of Rights has become enforceable in any part of the world. Therefore, it is a legal document. It is a milestone document that speaks of the rights of the people. You may be an indigenous person, you may be a tribal, you may be a Dalit, you may be a religious minority in the context of India, but we have our rights. And a lot of the Indian Constitution also, when you're talking about the rights, the articles that speaks of rights, particularly of Article 21 in the Constitution of India, it is based on the UDHR. Therefore, we are today, we have seen that there are many infringements on the rights of the people. It may not be a direct infringement, it will be indirect infringement, maybe through intimidation, through force, and through allegations, suspicions, raised. These are ways of infringing on the rights of the people to create fear psychosis. But anyone whose rights have been denied, we stand up for them. Even including the workers of the Maumlo Chera Cement factory, even including them 15 months without pay, is not denying them the right to get their pay, their salaries when they worked for 15 months. How will they feed their families? How will they take care of themselves? How will they pay their hospital bills? All that. See, these are rights of the people. They have the right to work, but they don't have the right to pay. What is the reason for doing that? So we are with them also. And as I think they are starting today, they are also hunger strike, the MCCL workers. And we are with them also. And we appeal to the government in India. Charity begins at home. And MCCL is a state government undertaking. So if you cannot take care of your own workers, how will you take care of the rest?